Hey, Jeff here. Record Store Day, June 12th, 2021. Did you participate? Were you able to get out? Do you have any stores in your area that participate? Well, I did. I did again this time. Now, my store, I went to the same store that I've been to in the past. My other previous videos were from this same store. They seem to be very well organized, and I have had no problems going there before. So I thought I'm going to stick with them. Basically, they only let 20 people in at a time. You have to show up whenever you want to show up. At 8 o'clock, they come out, they hand out numbers. First 20 people, group 1. Second 20 people, group 2, etc. The store initially, a couple months ago, said, what do you all want? What should we order? And so we were able to put in suggestions. So I suggested the ones that I wanted, and they said, okay, we got you covered, got it down. And then the majority of those, okay, not the majority, 3 of the main ones I wanted got pushed to July. Then I had a family situation come up where it really was looking like I wasn't going to get to go. I was going to have to be on another part, over in the other part of town, right close to the time when Record Store Day. So my store, even though they issue numbers to you at 8 o'clock, they don't start letting people in to buy till 10 o'clock. I had to be somewhere at noon on the other side of town, an hour away. I didn't know if I could get in and out of there. I was able to twist some arms, pull some strings, decide that I'd be late if I had to. Went at 5 o'clock. Got up at 4:45. Got there a few minutes after 5. And I thought, if I can get there and be in the first group of 20 to go in at 10 o'clock, I should be able to get out by 10:15ish, get on the road. No problem getting there. That was my plan. 5 o'clock, come on. Should be plenty of time. I got there a few minutes after 5 o'clock, and I was number 36, which puts me in group 2. So I actually went there with the mentality of, if I pull up and there's more than 20 people, I'm just going to turn around and go back home, go back to bed. But then I got to thinking, what's an extra second group? It's probably 15 to 20 minutes later getting in and getting purchases. Could still get out of there, and if I work it out, I worked it out, and we worked it out to leave right from there after that. So I went, stayed there for 3 hours. They gave us the numbers. I went home, brought the wife back, and we were ready to go from there as soon as it was over. Got in 10:15 and got what I wanted. Now the item that the number one item I wanted is one of the hard ones to get, and I contacted my store and said that we were able to get one, and they said, yes, we got one. You would request it. You're the only one who requested it, so I don't know if it, who all would want it, but I went there with the intent of getting that. And so anyway, they gave us these cool posters. I don't know if this is something, did you get these on Record Store Day? Dogfish Head, the official beer of Record Store Day 2021. Did they give you things like that? Cool little Record Store Day poster. And then we got these bags. Record Store Day. Drop Summer 2021. Warner Records. That was nice. So I went in there. I'm in the second group. So the way it works in my store was, you go in, 20 people, you stand in a big circle around the bookshelves. You go up, the first person goes up, you tell them an item you want, they give it to you, you go back to the end of the line, and it merry-go-rounds around, and you can go through the line up to 20 times before you have to get out. And I mean, that means you have to buy 20 albums, but whenever you're done, you just step out. So obviously the first 20 people went through and whatever, so I'm thinking, well, if the one that I really wanted gets taken, then so be it. Then I get up there, and of course there's 16 people. I'm the 16th person, so there's 15 ahead of me, and I'm thinking, whatever, if it gets to the point. I know they only have one, and so I got there and I asked for it, and they had it. So I was able to get Striper. This is a reissue of their 2018 album, and I do have this on vinyl, but this is, of course, a special Record Store Day color edition with a bonus track, which is an acoustic version of one of the songs. 1,200 made in the world. 1,500 stores participated in Record Store Day, which meant that not every store got one. My store got one. There's 3 stores in the area. I kind of wonder if there was any other ones. If I find them, I'll probably pick them up. My store got one. I grabbed it. That was the number one thing I wanted. That was the main thing I went in there. There were a couple other, the King's X albums I wanted, the Michael Schenker album I wanted, but all of those got pushed into July. One of the other ones I really wanted was the Def Leppard. This is When the Walls Came Tumbling Down. Now, last year they came out with that, the early years Def Leppard box set, and this was included in there. That concert, was included in the DVD, in the CD box set. So here it is on vinyl, double record set, black vinyl, all 16 songs. So that's great. It's a gatefold. It's got pictures inside of the good old days, things along that line. So that was one of the other things I want. I'm glad I got that. This was kind of like a last minute thing. I thought, do I really want it? I do, but I don't have a lot of his albums, but I love all of his albums. I just haven't got around to getting them all on vinyl, but I thought I'd grab this. This is the Tom Petty release. It's Angel Dream, which is just a reimagined, remixed, remastered songs from the She's the One soundtrack. So if you have the She's the One soundtrack, it's going to be those songs, but they have been remixed and remastered. And so, and there's actually some extra songs on here that were not on the original soundtrack. So I wanted to go ahead and grab that. Now, there was one other thing that was more of a one of the novelty items, I should say, a 10-inch that I really wanted, and I'm glad I got that. That's a UFO. Now, honestly, I just got it because it said UFO on it. Now I thought it was about spaceships. No, I'm kidding. It's a single, Mother Mary, and this kid's Strangers in the Night studio versions. I haven't done any research on this. It was UFO. I wanted it. I knew it was going to be something special. It's studio tracks. It's the Strangers in the Night, which is their live album, and that's kind of the live album artwork, and there are live versions of these songs on Strangers in the Night. These are supposedly studio versions of that. I don't know if they appeared on some other album. I don't know if I've heard. I don't have this in my collection as far as these songs go now, so I'm not 100% sure. I didn't stop to do the research. I just bought it because I had to have it. UFO. I'm not a big fan of picture discs. I'm not a big fan of the fact that Record Store Day is filled with picture disc singles and everything. I don't collect picture discs. I'm not one that listens to picture discs. They have to be a novelty. They have to be something special, some kind of a single, maybe something that's I don't have in some other format. They keep releasing these singles from, and they tend to be either songs that I've already got on other albums or a live track, and so anyway. But I did pick up the Motorhead, and this is the Motorhead and Girl School combination. It's a 10-inch, which is really nice. I just got a real affinity for 10 inches. 40th anniversary limited edition picture disc 10-inch EP of Motorhead and Girl School's raucous St. Valentine's Day Massacre collaboration. So, had to have this. I don't have much of any Motorhead in my collection. And what I do have has been Record Store Day reissues. So literally everything I got, which is only 3 or 4 pieces, I have another Motorhead single picture disc, and then I have, the album that came out last year. I'm not going to open it, but it is a cool picture disc. And then this, I really literally bought on the way out. I didn't research anything. I just heard somebody else mention it, and I thought I'll grab it. Turns out it is simply a single from the album, and that's the AC/DC. This is the kind of stuff because there's nothing different about this from the album, I usually don't get these. And I'm not sure. I'm going to leave the stickers and everything on it because I'm not sure if I'll keep it and maybe pass it to somebody who really, really wants it, who collects these. This was literally the last thing I got. I got out of the line and I thought, let me grab it, and I grabbed it. I probably should have saved the money on this and maybe picked up the Sword reissue, released by Sword, but I totally forgot about it until I was in line paying, and it was right there, and I thought, should have skipped the picture disc and bought that. Anyway, that's it though. Did anybody else get a chance to go out? And if so, what did you get? I'm sure you'll be making videos if you're a video maker. If not, let me know. And if you were after anything, what did you miss out on? I don't know how much your stores do. There were at least 4 groups, so that was at least 80 people, because I was watching online. They said group 4 is entering the building now. I don't know how many people after that. So it was a good turnout. It was a better than last time. But anyway, that's all. Just wanted to share. Did you get everything you wanted? Comment below. Like, subscribe. Rock on.